House Republicans hate President Obama's executive order on immigration so much that today they combined their forces and unleashed a resoundingly forceful, strongly worded letter. Because the truth is, there's really nothing they can do about what President Obama's done.
This is a serious breach of our Constitution. It's a serious threat to our system of government. And frankly, we have limited options and limited abilities to deal with it directly.
Okay, Mark, huffing and puffing there, but what is the actual next Republican play for congressional Republicans?
I think this was a good day for John Boehner and Mitch McConnell. It's one step at a time. They want to be a governing party. They don't want to pick fights they can't win. They don't want to shut the government down. They got a lot accomplished today, even in a kind of a anticlimactic way. They got to get through the lame duck session and then come into January with a strategy to counter President Obama's State of the Union.
Look, here's the worst thing they could do. The worst thing they could do is shut down the government, right? All the crazy talk of shutting down the government, impeaching the president, all that stuff, that's all bad. So if anything they're doing that's not that is good. The symbolic measure, like, huffing and puffing and beating your chest, fine. If that makes the base feel better, that's all good. But they're not actually doing anything that's destructive. So I agree with you. This is a good day for them. If he can wrangle the Tea Party people into just accepting this, he's done a real act of leadership on his party.
Now, extending all the spending bills well into next year, except for Homeland Security, I was a little surprised by that. They went for pretty late into the year.
Yeah.
Again, though, it buys Boehner and McConnell time to figure out what they want to do. I still don't think they're on a particularly good path to get anything done. But for framing and for avoiding damaging the brand of the party even more, good day for them.
Right. I mean, look, Harry Reid seems pretty happy with what they're doing on the spending bills. And again, from my point of view, like that just, this is the worry to me, as you looked at this, the worry for them was they would be seduced by the voices on the right and the voices from the base that were saying, don't compromise, don't do anything, saying no, no, no. Instead, they're kind of biding their time here. They're basically saying, let's not turn the lame duck session, even if nothing gets done, let's not turn it into a conflagration. Let's like at least look like we're governing in this period. And then when they're in a stronger position, from their point of view, when they're in a stronger position come January, they can actually try to force their agenda more than they're doing. This is not the right time for forcing your agenda.
You know what you don't hear today, except for some conservative bloggers, and I'm sure on talk radio, although I confess I haven't listened to any talk radio yet today. You don't hear from House Republicans, Boehner needs to go, this is a cave-in.
Right.
And the thing is, behind the scenes, Boehner and McConnell continue to closely coordinate their staff's constant communication to figure out how do we go into the new year when we have control of both chambers with a strong hand, not a weaker hand after what happened in the midterms.
So we talked about this yesterday. If they do this tax extender thing, which they're now also talking about doing, right? If they try to do it, do you think Obama will actually sign it after having basically threatened to, not basically, having threatened to veto it last week?
I think they'll put something in it and the president will sign it.
Wow. So you're saying I'm going to have to pay you $100?
Correct.
Yeah, that's not so great.
Quarters.
Okay.